coming to life now that Embiid does not really fit this sort of new era of basketball in terms of you running your offense through him. So hopefully they can see that. I think in terms of Ben Simmons is on the court this series, I don't think that they get swept. I think that this team can rally around a player like Ben Simmons when I don't see them rallying around Embiid style.
Oh no. Oh, them blue strip honeys, I can't get enough. Them blue strip honeys, all these women, I can't get enough. Taking trips across the country, I can't get enough. Give me go life, I want it, I can't get enough.
We owe Joel Embiid the biggest apology ever. Like in the NBA season today, we owe him the biggest one because of what we were saying about him last season. You heard Scottie Pippen say it, and I'm gonna say it myself. We were all on the trade Joel Embiid train because he wasn't playing well. Now he's proving us wrong. Like he's saying, you were wrong about me. Y'all said trade me. Now y'all talking about me in MVP discussions. And it's true, we was talking about Joel Embiid in trade discussions as we didn't think he was that better piece that they needed. And for some reason, somehow, he's been able to prove us all wrong and turn the Philadelphia 76ers into the #1 seed. It hasn't been without help, though. Definitely without help in general, and not a great coach, but an okay coach in general on the system lines. So yeah, we're gonna get into all that stuff in today's video. So, yep. But still, Joel Embiid has proved us wrong in so many ways, and I think it's time we take a look at it why he's injured right now. So yeah, let's take a look at his stats for the season before he was injured. He was averaging 29.9 points, almost 30 points, on 52% from field goal, 11.9 rebounds, and 3.3 assists. Center 3.3 assists is okay-ish. Now, that is MVP level stats, and I'm grateful for it, as he's playing on that kind of caliber level, even a better level than Giannis was at the start. Let's take a look at Ben Simmons that Scottie Pippen raved about. Averaging 15.9 points, which is 16 points, obviously a game. And that's all the stats I have for him. I didn't put the bottom screen stats there. But you're looking at this, at Ben Simmons, you're like, well, are we right about him being the #1 player now? The go-to guy and a jump shot away from being LeBron? It's still hard for me to tell as time goes on, but I'll get back to what I'm saying in the video. Right now, the reason I feel that Philadelphia is so good is because they brought back people that they needed, like Steph Curry and Danny Green. What do I mean by this? Well, the biggest piece that they lost last season, you're probably going to say is Jimmy Butler, but no, it's JJ Redick. He added 3-point shooting to that Philadelphia team and made a team a lethal offensive team on shooting. And when losing him, they lost a piece of Philadelphia in general with shooting. When bringing back Steph Curry and Danny Green, they got all the shooting they needed back in a way. They needed them a spot-up shooter. They got it in Steph Curry and Danny Green, which is a great trade for them in general and any real option. Now, I'll say Doc Rivers is a good coach. He's not a great coach. He's an overrated coach at best. But we should hold him accountable at his levels when stakes are high and risks are made. Doc Rivers has made some mistakes as well, the head coach of teams, but doesn't mean he can be bad. Now, I feel like really that team right now is doing great with him as their coach because he knows how to work with big men. He knows how to make players like Blake Griffin and Joel Embiid and DeAndre Jordan, the big man options out there. Now, if you're thinking I'm hating on Ben Simmons, by the way, I'm not. I think Ben Simmons is a great player and is a player that you would want to have on any team. To standards, well, he can finish at first, and I feel like that's a great thing. No point guard or a small forward or power forward can finish like that. And he can finish mostly because he's 6'11 to 6'10. Plus, he has a great passing ability, and he can also defend. So, yes, he can do all of that stuff, but the one thing that we've all talked about is his shooting, and if he could not find a way to get his shooting ability in, it's going to be sad for him because he could be truly a great player, which is why his points are 16.9 points. Now, you don't always need a jumper to get all your points. Look at Giannis. He has a jumper and uses it when needed. But how has Ben Simmons averaging 16.9 points with that? And I did get why we wanted to have Ben Simmons as a star in Philadelphia. I said playing a rebuild mode because, of course, I don't see Ben Simmons as a number 2. I could see him as a role player or a number 3 player, but just not as a number 2 to Joel Embiid for these reasons. And I think we need to take them into perspective when we talk about Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons as a duo. Now, if they got a player like Bradley Beal, I'll be all for it. They're getting them a great player in the shooting and all of that. That'll be a great number 2. And with Brooklyn rising up, there's no telling what Philadelphia will be able to do if they have Joel Embiid back. We don't know, and neither do I. But that's the end of the video, so yeah. Hit the like button and subscribe and turn on post notifications, please.